Dylan, I'm so sad you hate yourself and other whites. That's an interesting comment. So, to be quite honest, I don't really think about my whiteness that often. Maybe I should more, maybe I shouldn't, I don't really know. But I don't really think about being white that often. Maybe I should more, maybe I shouldn't. But I'm not proud of it. I'm not ashamed of being white. There's nothing to be ashamed of. I couldn't choose this. The same way I would be ashamed of having, like, blue eyes. Like, I didn't choose blue eyes. Now, of course, does whiteness come into play here? Most certainly. We know how law enforcement, as an institution, interacts with the black community in comparison to the white community. We know there's some general background here, but it has nothing to do with hating white people. I think you're just, like, a little self-conscious, and you see a white person kind of, like, you know, not look good, and your first conclusion is, well, you know what? If you ever acknowledge a white person doing a bad thing, you're like a race traitor, and whatever, man. But we have a pandemic going across this country, an evil pandemic. One of dastardly proportions. Dastardly proportions. I wanted to show you guys this pandemic and highlight it. The pandemic of Karens. Oh God, no. Karens going across this country. Destroying, tearing apart, and mauling the general population. Annoying, yet deadly. Their natural camouflage is Lily with blonde hair. And I wanted to check this out, because this particular instance is so bizarre, is so strange, and so abashedly self-centered as this individual engages with this Nigerian woman in a Victoria's Secret store. So this woman, they get into some confrontation over something, and then this woman tries to strike the black Nigerian woman. And then after she strikes the black Nigerian woman, she starts to freak out and cry, blaming the black Nigerian woman. And I wanted to check this out. Is that Melina? I think this might be Melina. I think she took a quick break from hanging out with Stephen Bunnell to have this incident in a store. But besides that, I wanted to check out this instance because it is just bizarre. I don't know what other word to use. It is a bizarre instance.
Oh God, no!
So,
it's you!
She comes up and strikes, and she's smiling because other people are looking at her because she just struck somebody.
Now you are. Oh my God! Oh my God!
And now she's already crying. In less than 10 seconds, it was really like 5 seconds, she went from slapping and attacking somebody to just breaking out in tears due to the aggression of the Nigerian woman. You can't just switch. Like, we saw that happen live on camera, how she went from uber aggressive to vulnerable white woman that needs saving from some individual who comes save this victim of the aggression of this Nigerian woman's face hitting her hand when she slapped her.
Oh God, no! It's you!
Why would you make fun of a mentally ill person? She has some chemical imbalances or something, possibly. Okay, this right now, I see this all the time now. That anytime there's some instance where somebody comes out and calls a black person the N-word 20 times, or there's some instance where some white woman goes out and starts striking a bunch of people randomly in public, right? And then out of nowhere, some people come out and it's like, whoa. What if they had a mental health issue? Mental health issues does not justify racism, and they don't justify violence. They don't justify negatively treating other people. I'm not here to mock a woman for having mental illnesses that we don't even know she has. So what I'm being told is don't cover racism because possibly The person involved might have mental illnesses. She might, we don't even know, have a chemical imbalance. What does that? Could you imagine if we approach that in any way, any other way then? Well, this violent police interaction is quite deadly and quite terrible and quite horrible. You know, that cop might have a mental illness. And if he does, we should really not stigmatize. That's not how stigmatization of mental illness goes. If you're being racist, mental illness is not a justification for that. If you are going out and striking people randomly, no matter how mentally ill you are, that is not a justification for that action. So this person behaved inappropriately. You can't just claim mental illness that we don't even know is true or not. Then throw our hands up and say, now we can't talk about it. We can't discuss racism. We can't discuss violence. It's highly unusual behavior she's exhibited while smiling to crying. It's not highly unusual behavior. I see, okay, I'm about to drop some truth bombs. I see people do that all the time. I have watched as somebody goes up and strikes and hits, and then they see people walk around the corner. Oh my God, it's been terrible. I've seen this done to me. I saw somebody once, like, sexually assault my partner, and then afterwards, and when I say, like, we get authorities involved, and then the authorities involved, and then the tears start flying. Oh my gosh, Dylan did this person did that, and just throws it all out. It's evasive behavior. I'm not gonna not cover this for that reason. That's terrible. That's terrible. I'm sorry. And by the way, where is this same treatment when it's a black person? When there is an instance of a black person having what is possibly, we don't even know yet, a mental health episode. You want to know what it ends up for them? They end up getting shot. They end up getting shot and killed. That's not saying it hasn't happened to white people. It has. But statistically, more likely on the individual level. It isn't, oh, they were having a mental health episode and da-da-da. It's, I don't know, I guess they'll say shit like, oh, maybe they were on drugs. Or, oh, maybe they were on that. That same liberty isn't given to other people. But when it's a white woman, let's not talk about racism because, you know, they might have mental health issues. That's a terrible dynamic. That's a terrible dynamic to start. You know, maybe we were all a little mean to Derek Chauvin. Have we checked if maybe he's bipolar? Maybe Derek Chauvin was bipolar. Can we check on that? Can we check to see if Derek Chauvin was bipolar before we say anything? This is ridiculous.
Oh God, no, it's you. Now you are.
See, if you look, she isn't just doing that while interacting with one person. She strikes the woman.
It's you.
And then she looks to the side and sees people are watching. They just watched her strike. This is all what's about to happen is performative. This is performative. This is for the crowd around her. And when the cops come later, it's shown why she had this performative little act. It's because she was simping for sympathy after assaulting a black person.
Now you are. Oh my God! Oh my God! Do you see this? Oh my God! I never thought nothing like this would happen to me. She just tried to run and hit me, and now she's denying it, and she's angry because she's being recorded. So here's the thing she realized that causes this performative action. She tries to hit her. She looks and sees other people are looking at her. Then she looks back and sees now she was being recorded, and it was recorded that she tried to hit her. And so now she, maybe in her mind, realizes like, oh, I probably don't look good right now. And I was being recorded. And I guess maybe she saw all those other people, all the other people on the internet who gets recorded when they have this types of interaction with people and knows what happens, that they aren't treated kindly by the internet. And now she goes into the act. That now that she knows that other people saw her behave that way, she's going to perform to be the victim here. She's going to do the woe is we, where's my knight in shining armor. Did you see her? You saw her, right? They all saw her. Oh my God. had a breakdown. She tried to hit me. Ask your workers.
Dylan, I am so sad you hate yourself and other whites. Dylan, I'm so sad you hate yourself and other whites. That's an interesting comment. So, to be quite honest, I don't really think about my whiteness that often. Maybe I should more, maybe I shouldn't, I don't really know. But I don't really think about being white that often. You know? You wanna know why? I didn't earn that. I didn't like go into the coal mines and mine up a bunch of gems to get the magical like chaos emerald combination to make me a white man. I was just born a white man. I don't really think about me being white that often. Maybe I should more, maybe I shouldn't. But I'm not proud of it. I'm not ashamed of being white. There's nothing to be ashamed of. I couldn't choose this. The same way I would be ashamed of having like blue eyes. Like I didn't choose blue eyes. But I don't hate people for being white. I hate people like this for being whiny victims when they cause problems. I don't like people that start stuff, can't finish stuff, and then go around crying, playing woe is me, needing all the attention, needing to be saved, and go after the person who I assaulted. I don't like those people, okay? I don't like those people. Maybe you like whiny people who assault others and then need everybody else to back them up as they performatively cry for attention. I don't like those attention seekers personally, but that's your business. Now, of course, does whiteness come into play here? Most certainly. We know how law enforcement as an institution interacts with the black community in comparison to the white community. We know there's some general background here, but it has nothing to do with hating white people. I think you're just like a little self-conscious and you see a white person kind of like, you know, not look good. And your first conclusion is, well, you know what? If you ever acknowledge a white person doing a bad thing, you're like a race traitor. And whatever, man. If you need to feel better about yourself because your life is not going that well and you got nothing interesting going on and you're not a hard worker and you don't do much and so you need to live up to like the racial connection to your ancestors or whatever, that's your business. None of mine, okay? I'm gonna hustle in my lifetime so I don't need to look back to like the Nordic warriors and Vikings to like get some self-gratification or secondhand accomplishments.
She tried to hit me. She tried to hit me. Now I want security for you. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, she doesn't like being recorded because she just got recorded after she tried to hit somebody for self-defense reasons. If you didn't want to be recorded, don't go up trying to hit people.
You should have thought about that before you did what you did. Oh my God. This don't even feel real. This do not feel real.
I didn't try to hit you. Please don't record me. Don't record me.
Y'all had to get security. She charged me. If I wouldn't have ducked, she would. Oh no, you just want to.
The thing is, people are asking for more footage. This really, in and of itself, we probably should, and we do have more videos that we're gonna look through. This on itself is really condemning enough. And the reason why is we can see her lying right now. She said she didn't strike her. We just saw her try to strike her. Again, 1:14, 1 minute ago.
Oh God, no, excuse.
It just happened right there. Like she's now saying that never happened, right? She's lying about this situation. She's openly lying 1 minute after trying to hit her, denying that it ever happened. Now she's upset because what she did was recorded and she knows that just going up and striking random women in a Victoria's Secret is not really like on point, right? It's not what's hip these days.
You wanted security for me, right? I want security for you now. No, don't cry. No. I want you to call security. Thank you.
She's threatening me? She just said, let's get security involved. That's not a threat of physical violence of some sort. You just tried to strike her and she's like, well, reasonably now I want security involved.
I just came to get my free panty. You know how you get the coupon in the mail? And I got to pick up my Converse boots from Nordstrom's. I don't know why this is happening to me. Don't charge me. Oh, you want to? Oh, yeah, she. No! I'm scared to even approach her.
The thing that gets me about this is where I see a lot of people when they hear like this. There's like an interaction of two different types of people, right? There's one people who's like, well, you know what? I care a lot about mental health. Therefore, this is what we're watching right now is bad, okay? You can care about mental health and acknowledge that you can't use your mental health problems as a justification to go attack people or treat people differently or misbehave like this, okay? Like, you can't go assault people and then just say, well, now that you reasonably wanting to record the instances because I just tried to assault you, that's wrong. You can't do that. Because what would happen if she just turned off her phone and then the woman comes back up and tries to strike her again? We can't just claim that because this woman said, I have mental health issues. Well, now it's all because she has mental health issues. This woman needs to put away her phone. If she gets struck, she gets struck. If she gets attacked, she gets attacked. It's all okay. We need to defend this woman from the video footage in comparison to physical assault.
Scaring me.
How does this play into whiteness? The police interaction later is the thing that I would think like quickly interacts with it, and how people view victimhood and stuff. Like, honestly, you don't even need to have like some weird kind of SJW like lens of like social justice or whatever to understand why this right here is wrong. Like, I think even if you don't buy into like left-wing politics or whatever, you can acknowledge that assaulting someone and then recording themselves and through that recording trying to be their form of self-defense, you don't do this. Like, it's bad to assault people. Like, this is like very obvious.
Like, you gotta go postal.
Don't record!
Don't. No, why don't she walk away from me? No, I was here. No. We're not doing this. Why don't I walk away from her? Why don't she get away from me? She could get away. Go wherever you want to go.
That's another thing. This person legitimately could just walk away. That's another thing she could do. She could just walk away. She could just walk away. She could walk away. Now, it is true that this person could also walk away. But she's the person who has a problem with being recorded after assaulting her. She's the one, if she has such a big problem with recording, this is being done as a self-defense action, you know, recording to make sure you don't do something and you have a public record of what happened. Walk away. I think, like, another thing is, of course, like, recording something doesn't defend you if someone's like shooting at you or something, but recording is a great way to actually defend yourself, because once cameras are involved, if people are legitimately have some fear of this being shown to police or other people afterwards, people will be a lot more reserved in what they do, right? Because she tried to, you know, strike her, and then once she looked to the left and saw other people watching and then saw the phone recording what she was doing, that's when she backed up and started acting like this. So recordings can actually like help you. It's helped a lot of people with police interaction where their dash cams have actually helped them win lawsuits against police departments because cops acted against people's constitutional rights. Recordings are extremely important for like as a weapon, not as a weapon, but as a tool to defend yourself.
This is crazy.
Okay, You want to know how I know this is fake? Now what she just did was fake. That was so unbelievably fake. And this, like, the whole thing just continues to stack upon, like, what she's doing. Look at her, right? She takes a big breath. She starts to lean down. She puts her hands forward, puts the purse there like a pillow, and then moves it up perfectly before putting her head on the pillow. She didn't pass out there. She died. Stop it. You know what? We really need to get the medical examiners involved. I don't know. Maybe there was a sneaky sniper bullet that came out of some random angle and took her out that I missed. Okay, I missed this sneaky sniper bullet. Let me get on my glasses quick to re-examine this footage. Truly. I've never seen something more genuine than that moment. She's not getting that Emmy? No, I don't think she is.
I'm sorry. I don't feel bad. Ooh, Lord.
She went to go call security.
Yeah.
Okay, security's coming. That's good.
Did you have 2 yoga mats?
No, I had one. We was trying to just find a price check for one of them. Just one I had. Okay, I'm gonna leave her here, Pest. Actually, you know, I have a coupon for the free panties, and it's
See, now she's just going about her business. Now she's trying to buy some yoga mats. I love it.
because everyone is excluded except for the period panty. But I actually want to see what that was.
I can show you.
Okay. Hi, Cameron.
Boom. And that's where it was supposed to end, I guess, right? But then, okay, that's a hard start. That's a hard start. After she walks away, and then she stopped recording, right? She stopped recording, right? And so she comes back, and I don't know what happens, what interaction she has on the floor. What interaction she had on the floor. But she's on the floor, pointing at her, because I guess she took the camera back out because an interaction was happening again. She was like, well, might as well document this interaction before. She assaulted me last time. She might deny what she's saying now. Record it. Again. Is this truly funny? The thing is, maybe it could be said maybe what I'm doing is a tiny bit inappropriate because I shouldn't be laughing because somebody could say to maybe racism or the mental health concerns. But when something's so performative, as was her fake faint, which wasn't a real faint, that was a fake faint, where she puts the bag there as a pillow and makes sure to fall on her hands before falling down, and like, it's performative.
You keep lying saying I'm threatening you, so I'm recording to protect myself.
There it is. There's her. She's justifying it right there. That this person is saying that this person is threatening them. And then when the cops get involved later, this footage is super important. Definitely, since part of this footage shows an assault that took place. That is important.
Can you please stop recording?
Get her phone away! Get her phone away! Stop laughing!
Yeah. This crazy lady. Okay, she attacked me and try to say I attacked her. You look.
Obviously, words like crazy should not be used.
Get away from me!
Oh, y'all better get this lady.
See, she's chasing her. This right there is why recording yourself is important. That right there is the justification right there. She's scared of being recorded, and she's chasing her around the store to try to hit her again.
Away from me!
You gonna
You're
look at this. That's security.
Get that phone down! Get
Security. Look at this. Yes, can y'all get
her away from me! Get her away from me!
Lord have mercy.
Get her away from me!
No, I got to discipline protect myself. She's trying to attack me. No, no, no.
Again, you can't say that, you can't try to justify the actions of this woman through like, well, mental illness. Assault doesn't justify that. What she just tried to do doesn't justify that. Lying about a black woman assaulting you, you can't justify that through this.
Stop threatening me!
See, and she's saying I'm threatening her. I'm not saying nothing to her. It's to protect me. Once the law get here, who they gonna believe? Her white ass or my black ass?
And that's, see, the whiteness scenario. This is what she's saying right here. And if you look at the police, I think we actually, there is a copy of the report somewhere. And I think if I try to find it, we can read it right there. But this is the primary reason she's recording. Because she knows when the cops get here that this woman, due to the way she's behaving, obviously right now, is going to spill this story about how maybe she assaulted her or she was threatening her. And this black woman was being really aggressive. And she's going to spin it this way. And so she needs to record this to have a record for the cops. The woman is now actually raising money, I believe, for like legal fees of some sort. I'd have to go back and check exactly what it was for.
No! Get her away from me, please! Stop her recording from me!
Where is security in this short hills, y'all? Oh my God, in this short hills.
Get her away!
I gotta stop coming here. I thought this was the
I didn't know you could get to an octane that high.
safe mall.
You guys ever play Left 4 Dead? You know that like that one zombie that if you don't disturb or don't put your flashlight on, the witch or whatever it's called, then it lets out that screech, right? It kind of feels like that right now. See, she's lying again. This is why you need to record yourself. 100%. You can't just let people lie about it because she's gonna spin this story to the cops.
She's recording me. Don't worry about it.
She could leave. She could just leave.
No, she's recording me. I know.
Are you by yourself? Are you by yourself in the wall? Are you by yourself or are you with somebody? Walk west, you quick, and walk outside the wall with me. Stop recording.
She's recording
Things that you're going to hurt about, you're going to scream. Come on, let's go outside. I'll sit for you. Come on. Come on, you don't need to be in here.
Unironically, this music I'm kind of jamming to.
Come on, let's go outside. I'll sit for you. Come on. Come on, you don't need to be in here.
She's recording
It
me.
doesn't matter what you do. Nothing's right here.
It's in a Wilbur Mall. No, not Wilbur. It's in Short Hills Mall. She's recording me. This person's threatening me. She's recording me.
Again, making false accusations, which the recordings are important to document.
Poor purple hair.
Put the phone down.
She's lying on the phone. Don't tell me what to do.
Lying.
She said I threatened her. Well, I don't give a fuck about her being sick. I'm worried about me.
Here as soon as possible. Please.
You hear this? Yo, y'all can't think.
And the thing is, remember, there has been so much done to false accusations have led to so much pain in the black community when it comes to like instances of black people being lynched off of false accusations. The entirety of what was considered Black Wall Street that was burned to the ground off of a false accusation of what occurred in an elevator. That's why these recordings are important. That history is important. And we can see that she is lying about this black woman. She is talking about how this black woman, I didn't assault this black woman, even though there's video footage proving that. She immediately lies about it. We can see how her demeanor changes immediately once she sees other people watching and that she's being recorded. And we can see her consistently lie on film. Thank you for the 400 bits. Can you record someone? I'm dumb. In the public sphere, if you're in public, you can record somebody like completely legally. Like you're in the public. You're allowed to do that. In a private store, I believe actually they could walk up to you and tell you not to record it. But of course, store policy does not dictate the morality of this recording.
I hear this. This stuff y'all read about. This is real. This is really happening to me. She's on the phone with the police on me, and she's chasing me around the damn store.
Again, she's concerned about the recording or whatever, right? She's concerned about whatever's happening with the threats. And so she's calling the police to extend this out. And while she's calling the police, she's still on footage. This whole thing is extended. She's extending this interaction, trying to bring the police involved, telling the police that she threatened her. We have seen no evidence to provide that she threatened her.
She's chasing me around the damn store. And I'm supposed to...
She's recording me. She's taping me and she's threatening me. She recorded my mental breakdowns and she's laughing. Get her, come over here, please. Ah, my heart's racing.
I just came to get a free panty. I just came to get a free... Hey, assalamu alaikum. I just came to get a free panty. That's
She just
all.
wanted a free panty. That's all she wanted.
That's all. And spend my little 50 and get the $10 off. See what free panties will get you? This lady that chased me.
Hey, this is why it was free. Because you couldn't get to the panty section because this girl was there.
She called the police.
No wonder they need coupons to get people in the store.
On me now.
My woman extension button when? That makes me a little uncomfy. Gonna remove that one.
And I can't believe this long and security not here.
You know how, like, if you need to get to the loot, like someone tells you, hey, I stored some stuff in the mountains in a video game, you go there, and it's ultimately never, you just go there and find it. You have to, like, fight some boss that's protecting the loot. This is that, but for the free panties.
Yeah, get the cops here. This how black people be dying. You see this? See what these people do? They call in a panic and tell police that you doing something to them when you clearly saw her chase me around the store.
And how are the cops gonna come? Because they hear a white woman frantically talking about a black person threatening her. How do you think the cops are gonna approach this situation when that's the background they're given before they get here? How important this footage is for that. They're not gonna come here like, well, howdy doody, neighbor. Wonder, I think everything's perfect here. You have a nice day. I'll escort you out of here.
She telling them, get here, I'm helping, my heart's racing. Look. Oh, see, did you see that? Is that security? Oh. I don't want to turn my back on her. I want to pay on my stuff, but I'm not turning my back on this white lady. I'm sorry, she is crazy. Did you see her just try to charge me again? That's the third time. Now I want to see what the police gonna do when they get here.
Again, the threats. What threats?
Whoa! That's how they be getting us killed. You see this?
The thing is, she could go outside and make the phone call. She could. Let's just be clear. If she really needed to call the cops, I don't think she does. But if she really needed to, she could go outside and call the cops. In fact, that would get the cops to her quicker because she would be outside, could direct them directly, and she would be further away from this woman, not being recorded, and the cops would get to her quicker.
People are trying to help her and ask her to step out the store. Of course I'm not helping you. Why would I help you? You trying to hurt me.
If you listen to her, she says, why would I try to help you? You trying to hurt me? And then she walks towards her with her, I'm sorry, man, but this is so obvious what's going on here.
Of course I'm not helping you. Why would I help you? You trying to hurt me. You see that shit?
Please, come here now. I'm feeling threatened.
I'm feeling threatened. Though that's changed from I'm being threatened to I'm feeling threatened by the black woman. Okay, there it is. There's the switcheroony.
She's recording me. She's recording my mental breakdown. She pushed me to this point. She's recording me. She said, I'll stay by 6 feet. And she was really unfriendly. And then she's putting this for the whole world to see. I don't want her posting anything.
Somebody just posted like a link to like a word that means about the fear of being seen. But the thing that I don't get here is why isn't she walking away? She could have walked away at any point during this interaction to get to the cops quicker. Wouldn't be recorded. She could have walked away. That's the first thing. Second thing is, separate from that, she's making false accusations and tried to assault this woman. That needs to be documented. If I have a fear of being recorded, me going and assaulting people and making false accusations, that is what initiated the recording for their protection. Not to get at you because you don't like being recorded. They're using that as a tool for their own protection. And this woman is even saying it live while recording. Oh, the cops are coming. I'm going to need this footage now. This is how we get killed. Listen to the lies she's saying. All that. It's important for her to do this for her own defense.
Personal stuff. Get that phone down. Come here. Come here.
Where is the mall security?
We try to reason with a person that probably acts in distress, but the thing is, she's calling the cops saying, I'm being threatened by a black person. I feel threatened by this black person after she assaulted a black person and after she makes false accusations against a black person. This is stuff that has historically not ended very well for black people. Now, I'm not saying we should like stand here and laugh at her, but when she is like doing the fake feints that are very obviously fake as she moves the purse to be a pillow, like, there's only so much you can do to like stop yourself from having a natural reaction to that. But yeah, I don't necessarily think this woman should be mocked or anything. I just am saying why this footage is important and how footage and photos and cameras can be used as a tool for your own defense, either in court or even physically. Because that woman has tried to assault this woman twice, once successfully with the slap. That camera there has probably stopped a few others.
This do not, I swear to God, this do not feel real. I have been having a hell of 2 weeks. Since I had that accident, I don't know. I'm going to just say, everything is Allahu Alam. The color of Allah. It's nothing I can do. I'm not even gonna. Okay, I guess she's gone.
Okay. Is this it? No, there's a part 3. What's part 3?
Security?
I am.
Okay.
What can I do for you?
This lady tried to attack me. She chased me around the store, everything. I was over here looking at the, you can ask the workers, I was over here looking at the sale items.
Right.
So she came back and she put she came back and she put an item back in front of me. So
Okay.
after she put the item back in front of me, she begins skimming through the codes, like right in my face. I said, excuse me. Then she just completely went over to them, asked them to call security, went off. She dropped on the floor. She screamed. She chased me. As a matter of fact, where is she?
Well, I don't know exactly right now who you're referring to.
Here we go.
Is everything okay? Is like
No, I feel in danger. No, everything's not okay. Ask them. She chased me. Excuse me, ma'am. You're the manager, right? Could you come over here and tell him what this lady did? She chased me around the...
Okay. That's part 4. That's just talking to the guy. Guy trying to help. Can't really, like, the guy didn't do anything wrong.
So I was attacked in the mall, almost attacked in the mall.
And here are the cops. And this is why this recording was important. This is why you need to record this, okay? Now, I'm just going to put out here, I don't know if we're going to watch all part 6 of this. Part 7? Oh, come on. I don't know if we're going to get the part 7, but we're going to watch as much as necessary.
The manager, I had to run behind her. I chased him around. He telling me he can escort me to my car, but she's not. She doesn't have to leave the mall.
Listen,
I'm not finished shopping. I have 2 other stores to go
Here's what
to.
I'm saying. I don't work for the mall. I can't order her out of the mall.
Yeah, but you work for Milburn. I was just almost assaulted in this mall.
I can't. The mall security can ask. What I'm saying is, I'm not telling you you have to leave or anything. But
I'm not saying that, but
if for some reason,
if the shoe was on the other foot, and I would have tried to attack her white ass, you would have me escorted out this mall.
ma'am,
That's just how I feel. This woman, mind you, the manager didn't told him. The manager told me he chased, huh?
I wish you didn't feel that way.
I do feel that way. I do feel that way. I was just almost attacked and assaulted, and you telling me
I can't kick
3
her out.
times, and he can't get out. You hear this?
Okay. If you have any concerns,
Well, I'm going to this lady. This the lady they won't kick out the mall. I'm a dog. I want to see if she act up in front of y'all. What y'all would do? So he's telling me that
Okay, so somebody's bringing up in chat like the instance a few months ago where the guy had a mental health breakdown and then was like humiliated after he like punched a computer and stuff like that.
Why did you get mad and hit the computer?
Because I have mental.
I'm sure you on camera, right?
Yeah, I am.
I'm sure you on camera. So this is the type of people they have working here.
I gotta go, man. I gotta go. You ruined my life. You ruined my whole life, man.
Wow.
I would say the difference here between that and this, and what characteristics this woman is showing or whatever, is that this woman, we've seen this happen, right? We saw her lie. We saw her try to assault her multiple times, one time partially successfully, and we saw her call the cops and talking about being threatened by this black woman, right? Feeling threatened, being threatened, which was a lie, all this different stuff. That's different from the other person who was openly being antagonized by them, and then they had a mental health breakdown, and then just kind of stood there and didn't do anything. The person didn't lie about what happened, and the person didn't try to assault said individual multiple times. The person didn't try to call the cops to get the cops involved on this person, like, hey, this black person came up and did this, and that. The instances here are not comparable, I think. I think the difference here between what happened in that mental health breakdown and what happened in this instance is completely different. That person also, once they had the mental health breakdown, left the situation. He was also harming himself and not others. That is true as well. These are completely different scenarios. Completely, in my opinion. Okay? I don't know. I just see it differently. I'm just saying in both cases, we are lacking contextual details. Well, the thing is, with the details we have right now, it isn't that difficult to kind of see what happened here. We saw the assaults and attempts at assaults take place. We saw her lie about what just happened. Those contextual details we already have. We didn't have that for the other situation, and we can see from that that the person who had the mental health breakdown in that instance at that hotel, there was no evidence of that person lying. There was no evidence of that person like assaulting anyone or trying to assault people or trying to get the cops involved. And it just seemed like somebody being antagonized and then having that breakdown, which I think these are 2 totally different scenarios. And I think we have enough contextual details here to say that this person was dishonest, tried to get the cops involved, lied to the police, and tried to assault this person. So that's why I think these situations are different. Now, of course, there might come more information. Like, I don't think the woman is acting perfectly here, the woman who's recording. Well, of course, like, laughing could just happen naturally. There's not much you could do to stop it. But, like, they're calling people crazy. Like, you can definitely call that ableist. And maybe there'll be more details released, but that will, like, completely counter. Like, maybe there'll be footage from inside the store. But we already know that this person at the other end of this camera 100% acted inappropriately.
First of all, the manager already said she tried to attack me. I want her to leave the mall.
No. It was just I thought she was recording me. I never attacked you.
I don't understand why she can't be escorted
See,
out.
she is lying right here. Listen.
I thought she was recording me. I never attacked you.
I never attack people. We saw her attack her once and try to attack her again, chasing her around the store. She is lying again. She is lying. I'm sorry. I just does not to. I just feel I am not trying to. For the person who brought it up, I actually thank you, because I think making the distinction and comparing these two situations is actually useful. But I don't think the comparison holds up between these two situations.
I don't understand why she can't be a
And notice how, somebody brought this up in chat. Her demeanor has changed a lot now the cops are here. Her demeanor has changed quite a lot.
escorted out the mall. She tried to attack me twice. She should be escorted out the mall. Okay. See this? And she's crying and they just being all sympathetic to her tears. I don't care about her white tears. She needs to be escorted out the mall. She chased me around.
Yeah, behavior on the phone when the cops couldn't actually see the situation. If she's talking about how she was threatened and she feels threatened by the black person, it's completely different demeanor.
And tried to attack me twice. Don't worry, I can get you in there.
The white lady stuff is kind of weird. Well, I understand where she's coming from, but I've never been a fan of that type of language. I mean, what she's talking about is, oh, the white tears. And what that's connected to is the idea that, like, when a white woman cries, like, everybody needs to come and, like, come to her defense, like, no matter the situation. Like, that is, like, a dynamic that has historically been used against the black community. But, like, I mean, yeah, I understand what you're saying. I mean, it's undeniably true. I mean, we could just look at Black Wall Street. Now those white tears led to black people literally being lynched, right? This lady is pretending to be mentally ill. We don't know that she isn't mentally ill. We can't say she's pretending, but I'm saying it's not a justification for her actions. And that using a tool like this in self-defense in this situation is completely morally permissible. That word, oh, for everybody in chat, when you came into my chat, you know the B word's banned, okay? You know that's banned, so please follow the rules of chat. I would ask you kindly. Yeah, the word's biscuit.
No, she should be escorted out the mall. She tried to attack me twice. You doing that because she white and she crying. I am nowhere near her. I don't have to move. I'm not breaking any laws. Now you get so aggressive with me. Get aggressive like that with her. Look at this shit. See this shit? This lady chased me around the Victoria's Secret store. Literally. Chased. And the manager told them that she chased me. And they don't want to do anything but listen to her crying.
Sorry, I need glasses to help see through all this bullshit. I'm sorry, guys.
Look at this shit. Mind you, she crying. She chased me around the store. I should be crying. I got chased.
The initial video, man, can you email that?
My what?
The initial video that you took?
Yeah, I sure can. Can I have the email and the case number, please, for today? Because I'm definitely going to go straight. Just because of your partner's smugness.
What's that?
Yeah, the way your partner looked back at me like, like, I don't have time for that.
She'll be wearing a long sleeve tie-dye shirt, black and she has a flower on her left wrist of depression.
It's good that they're trying to follow up with the video and give her the case number.
She's saying her rights were violated.
Rights were violated. I have a right to assault people.
Alright, so if you would, that's my work email address. If you can send the initial video,
okay, can I have the case number for today?
Sure.
Okay, that's part 4. Oh, and part 5 is where they look at the actual like information about the case. Well, we'll see. Let's see.
So I see everyone asking me for an update. I am at the police station. I have the police report.
Oh snap!
Which is somewhat true, but really, really long. I'm happy I did record because even the officer stated that I only showed him the video of her laying on the floor when I showed him everything. Oh, and guys, I have her name now. Gotcha, bitch. Oh, excuse my language.
Excuse your language. I heard this show's address. Be careful. Is that true? Ban her? Yeah, she's banned from chat now. She cannot enter my chat. Does this really show address? Okay, 1 second. I'll have to show this off stream then. Second. Let's see if I can sift through this. Does it show address? Doxing is kind of, I don't know. When you start assaulting people, I don't like, I don't really like feel, if you got assaulted, it's kind of hard for me to like, kind of hard for you to start assaulting people and then like be like, well, I got my right to privacy as I go bang people up. For example, like if somebody commits a crime, like if somebody went and beat me up or tried to beat me up, I 100% would be perfectly fine with stating their name to the public, right? And police reports are public info, right? Think so.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's gonna remember her real name anyway. It's just gonna be Victoria's Secret Karen. Let's just listen because that it shows address.
It's really, really long. You see this? And mind you, they took her statement first because of course she called the police. And she completely lied.
Okay, can somebody find me the actual police report if it's publicly online so I can take a look at it? If you release their name to the public, results in them being harmed, you are held accountable to that. Well, thankfully, I wasn't the one who did that. That was this woman. And again, like, it's public information now, so not much I can hold me account for that one.
She's trying to say I started videotaping her, causing her to have a panic attack. At which time she followed me to try to get me to stop recording.
Well, okay. You don't start hitting at people to stop them recording. You don't chase them around the room with your arms out trying to get people to stop recording. That's not how you get them to stop recording. Again, the goal of what she was trying to do was to stop recording. It could have been easily accomplished by just walking away.
See this? So I'm filing a complaint against the 2 officers that responded. I didn't feel protected. I'm also filing a complaint against, what do you call it, the mall security. Victoria's Secret, it's like, you know, in my opinion, like, what do we expect them to do? Like, grab this woman and, you know, the manager even sent somebody to walk down to get security because they were taking too long. So I don't really have any issues with them. Not as of yet. Now, if they give us problems getting the video and all that, then we'll talk about something. Let's listen a little bit more, and then we'll probably wrap this up unless somebody can get me the physical police report. That'll be another story.
Wait, she said she's filing a complaint against the mall security. We didn't see any footage of how mall security reacted, except that one little clip of mall security guy. He didn't do anything wrong there. You said I was going to read the book. Oh, yeah, I did say I was going to read the critical race theory book. We're going to read that on stream. It's a children's book, apparently about critical race theory.
But, yeah, I'm going to read this in its
I guess you could make a complaint about how long they took, which is legitimate.
entirety. Listen to this. I spoke with Miss Crazy Lady and advised her that I spoke to the store employee and that they corresponded that what Miss Ukenta had said happened. Hold on, guys. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Did Miss Blank seem to acknowledge that she was wrong, saying she was concerned about losing her job and apartment if the video posted online. Do you see this? And that she
Well, the thing is, but the best thing to do, if she didn't want all this to happen, she could just walked away and ended the interaction right there, right? But the thing is, if she knows that her actions are so terrible that it could make her lose her job and an apartment, that's kind of on her. For example, let's say somebody, like, she went after and tried to strike out the woman, right? Wait, like, here's a question. Let's say that the woman just yelled the N-word at this black woman. That's what she did, instead of striked at her. Would I see the same kind of, like argument, the same argumentation would be used? Like, well, I was scared that after they saw me use the N-word that it might lose my job. Well, should have thought about that before using the N-word or trying to strike this woman. Like, that's... I was afraid of my consequences. That's what it feels like. On the county's sheriff's website, you can only get reports upon request, and it usually takes 3 to 5 days, so it's probably not available unless somebody already requested it and posted it online. Okay, thanks. And this woman did not seem to post it online besides this video of the report.
Having a panic attack about the videotaping. I advised her that Miss Ukenta has a right to videotape. I asked her several times if she was all right and if she needed an ambulance.
Okay, so the cop advised her that she has a right to videotape, so I was wrong about it possibly being illegal. I know stores can probably tell you, like, don't videotape, right? I know that in public, like, nobody can stop you. If you're in public, you can't make anybody stop videotaping you.
And she declined repeatedly. She kept expressing her concern about her job and apartment. She finally stated that she was going home, and I asked if she would be okay to drive, and she says she was. At this time, Miss left the mall voluntarily with mall security. They got his full name there. Escorting her. I then walked over to Miss Ukenta and again advised her of the procedure for signing a complaint with the court and asked her to email. He didn't explain that to me. He didn't tell me how to file no complaint. I have that on video too. That's terrible. He didn't explain to me how to file a complaint. I gotta look at the video. I don't remember that. But in case I'm wrong, I'm gonna look at that video again. Because I remember having to really...
Did she? I know they explained how to email the video and then gave the case number. I don't remember from any of the videos seeing him explaining how to file a report, but that could have been off camera.
Asked him like 3 times just to get the case number. So I walked.
I don't know. Well, immediately he said, I could get you the case number. I don't know if it took that long for him to actually get her the case number.
Over to me, blah, 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 and forced her to complain with the court. I asked her to email her videotape. You did ask me to email my videotape. I remember that. So I could submit it with the report, and she said she would. I gave her the case number as well. At this time, myself and P.O. Ford left the scene. P.O. Ford was completely and utterly dismissive of me and gave 2 you-know-what about what was happening to me. You can even see, look at all this concern for this lady. Nobody asked me, was I all right? Did I need medical attention? You know, for all they know, I could have anxiety too, and this woman sent me into a panic attack.
Anyway, that's enough of this video series, okay? I think moral of the story is don't assault people and don't lie about that to the cops. Don't lie about it to the cops. Why is this video relevant? Because it's in the news and I found it to be an interesting video. Simple as that. I mean, I could watch, like, show a lot more of, like videos of, like, assaults happening or whatever. But it's just as simple as, like, you know, it was in the news. Everybody's talking about it. Might as well.